If you don't know what to do with your hair on wash day, I want you to try this instead. Don't go scrolling for another top 10 wash day style. So don't grab that edge brush or buy that twist and cream just yet. I want you to think about a wash day plan or a schedule, not a style, not a trend, not a wash day ritual with 14 steps and 19 products. I mean a plan. Why? It saves time, it removes stress, and most importantly, it puts your routine on autopilot. If you've ever stood in front of a mirror, soaking wet with towel wrapped around your shoulders and thought, what do I even do with my hair today? You are not alone. That question has stolen more time from mums than detangling ever did. And for most of us, it doesn't even come from indecision, it comes from guilt. We're tired of doing the same style every wash day, but we don't have the time or the energy to try something new. We feel bad if we repeat our go-to puff or bun again, but the thought of switching it up or trying something different, something more creative, feels like an expensive experiment we didn't sign up for. Let me be very clear here. You're not failing your hair because you repeat styles. No, you're mastering your time, you're preserving your peace, and believe it or not, you're helping your hair retain its length. Here's what I want to offer you today: a mindset shift and a system. I call it your wash day schedule. It's made up of just 2 to 4 repeatable styles. 1, your everyday style that you can do with your eyes closed. 2, one travel style that will last a good amount of time. 3, one occasion style that feels put together but still doable. And 4, one blow dried style or stretch style for when you want a bit of drama, but on your own terms. And you stick to those. You learn them, you tweak them, you own them, you wear them like your signature. You build muscle memory, you stop questioning yourself every wash day, because wash day isn't about transforming, it's about resetting. And when you know what's coming, you spend less time figuring things out and more time enjoying the calm that comes from a schedule, from a routine. Number 1, your everyday style. Let's say that your default is a set of twists, right? And these twists evolve into a twist out, and then they evolve into an updo. You know what products work for you. You know what products work for that style, rather. You know how long it takes to dry. You know how long wash day takes. You know how long it will take to do your hair and get out the door. You know how long it will take to dry during the day or under the dryer or whatever the case may be. You know what happens on humid days, and you know how to adjust for humid days. You can put your twists up, you can do whatever you want to do with it. This style, or the sequence of style, right? Sequence of one style, twist, becomes your go-to. No questions, no comparison, just execution. You prep your hair for that style every day, every wash day rather. And over time it gets easier. You start noticing that you don't dread wash days anymore, because you are not negotiating with yourself every weekend. You are repeating with confidence. Number 2, your travel style or occasion style. This can be 2 styles, right, like we just discussed, or one style that can work for both travel and for occasions, right? Let's say that this one is flat twist, or whatever the case may be, or wash and go, that evolves into a low bun. But if you're traveling, maybe twists or flat twists or whatever it is you can do that works for you and your hair, that can give you a good amount of time between you're leaving your house and you're returning, or works well enough that you can switch it up wherever you're going, right? You pick the style for yourself. These styles can cross over, right? You do not need 4 styles to repeat through. You can have a bunch of styles within each category, but you know what to do every wash day. Now back to our travel or occasion style. We're blending these 2 together just to keep this video nice and short. Okay. Let's say that you're doing flat twists, and these flat twists, you can undo them and they become twist outs, and then you can put them in a bun, right? It keeps your ends tucked, it lasts well, it photographs well. You know what kind of parting you need for every single time you go to do the style. You pull it out for weekends away, for family photos, Sunday events. Not because it's fancy. It can be fancy, but it doesn't have to be. It just needs to be something that works. And you'll know it because it will last. You also know it will not freeze up on you in 24 hours, right? And most importantly, it is yours. You've come up with a style or two styles to go under travel and under occasions. And now you know what to do when, you're attending a wedding. You know what to do when you're going away overseas. You know what to do because you have put it in, you've sat down to do the work of thinking, what style do I like? Can I do and execute with products that I can easily get where I live, right? And I can execute in a very short amount of time and will last me X amount of days or X amount of weeks. That is your travel style. You can do the same thing every time you travel. Of course, you can switch it up, you can switch it down. But if you have a travel style, you have a base, you have something to build on, then you can accessorize it differently. You can try different things as long as you have the base that you are building on without thinking and rethinking and trying to come up with that base every time you travel, every time that there is an occasion to attend. Do you know what I mean? It's just yours. It's just a style that is yours, and you know what to do to make it look like you want it to look like. And then we have our stretched or blow dried style. This is for when maybe you have an event or you don't, or you just want to change things up, or the air is drier, or whatever. You don't even need a reason, right? Maybe it's a braid out on blow dried hair. I like a twist out on blow dried hair. Maybe it's a chunky updo. Whatever it is, maybe you're just blow drying your hair for some volume. Do you know what I mean? I do that. If you watch my blow dry videos, I blow dry my hair just so when I put my hair in a bun, it is a big bun and I can feel the weight of my hair behind me. I do that, right? You don't need a reason to blow dry your hair. You just need to know that when you blow dry your hair, these are what you can do with it. It's not your weekly go-to, but it gives you a plan for when you want to do something different with your hair. And the best part, it's still in your hairstyle bank, so it is repeatable. It is still predictable, it is still simple, it is something that you can do in your sleep. The same blow dryer, the same heat protector, and the same steps, the same parting. And now this is why when I blow dry my hair, I'm doing this with it. If you have the time or the space or the capacity to do something completely different that does not fit within these buckets we've just described, go for it. Life is too short. Go for it. Do whatever you want. But if you're just living your day-to-day life with your children and your job and your family and your hobbies and your older parents and maybe grandparents and all the commitments that we have as women getting older and beautiful and more mature, if you minimize your choices, I promise you life will be so much better. So much better. Now, we have listed 4 buckets here: everyday style, travel, occasion, and blow-dried styles, right? But you can have 6 buckets. You can have 6 buckets. Matter of fact, you can take these 4 buckets and redo them every week. This week I'm doing everyday style, next week I'm doing blah blah blah, and just recycle it every month and do the same things every month. For each week of the month you have something new to do to make it less boring, because I know you might be thinking, isn't that boring? I get it. Isn't wearing the same 3 to 4 styles just repetitive? But here's what I've learned. Boring hair is better than burnout. It is. And most of the time, the people who feel the most bored are the ones watching others, not the ones living their own life, living their own peace. Because here's what's not boring: knowing what to do with your hair without thinking, having your products last longer because you're not switching styles weekly, spending 20 minutes styling your hair or 40 minutes styling your hair instead of 2 hours, re-strategizing, changing parts, watching YouTube tutorials for every single style, changing techniques every wash day, and then actually seeing your hair grow because your hair isn't being put under constant stress and your scalp isn't inflamed and overwhelmed and just, do you know what I mean? I used to dread wash day. I did. Because even when I had the energy, I didn't have a direction. I would go through the motions: wash, condition, detangle, and then freeze. At the last step, what do I do now? It didn't feel like self care, it felt like confusion, and confusion is exhausting. It is. But when I gave myself permission to repeat, everything changed, and I want that for you. So if you're standing in the bathroom this week, like I am right now, unsure what to do, ask yourself this: what's my wash day schedule? What style can I trust not to look perfect? It could look perfect, but it doesn't have to. But you can trust it to carry you through this season or carry you through this wash day, from wash day to wash day. What style do I have muscle memory for? What style matches my energy this week, not the trends on social media? You get to choose. And if you don't know where to start here. Pick one style you've already done 3 times, 4 times that you like. Call that your default, your everyday style. Then pick one style you would wear for a trip, right? And think about a stretch style that you'd like to master over time, maybe twist some blow dried hair. That's it. That's your hair wash schedule. And once you lock it in, every wash day becomes lighter. Not because your hair got easier, but because you did. You stopped making it harder than it needed to be. Especially if you have children, right? Especially if you have a family and your time is no longer yours like it used to be. You have every right to love your hair without exhausting yourself trying to prove it, right? Let it be simple, let it be repetitive, let it be enough. And from one tired moment to another, your hair doesn't need new ideas right now. It needs a cycle, it needs a rhythm, it needs a schedule. It needs you resting in what works. And that's what a wash day schedule gives you. It gives you peace of mind, it gives you, reliability, it gives you comfort, it gives you time to start drawing and painting and singing and dancing and do all the things that you want to do because you've picked styles that match the kind of life that you live. Especially if you have other heads to wash into style, right? We need a wash day schedule. We do. One that aligns with who we are, what kind of life we live, what kind of capacity we have, and what our hair goals are.